So scrolling on Twitter as I do, I came across this article, which I'm going to link the tweet down below that I found as well as this article. It is by Jon Del Arroz and it was written for PJ Media. The headline is primarily what I'm going to talk about today, and it is a question that is being posed. Is Eric July the new Stan Lee with his multi-million-dollar Rippaverse comics? Now, I am going to go at this from a few different angles, and I think that going through some of the reactions that people had on the internet as this video plays, so you're probably going to be seeing flashing Twitter responses as we go. I want to point out that most of the people responding to this tweet that I saw at first were mostly negative. It has evened out to a bit now, but I want to sort of dig into my thoughts on this question and my overall thoughts about this article. My overall thoughts on the article is that it's fairly good. It's a basic question and answer done by Jon Del Arroz to Eric July. Nothing really too extraordinary or unextraordinary to talk about in the article itself. I'm more of one to talk about the headline. Now, I know this headline was used to grab attention, and it's doing exactly that, but Jon Del Arroz is somebody who is familiar with the comic book space. He's also familiar with pop culture and media as a whole. Regardless of what you personally think about Stan Lee's legacy regarding his actions against other creators, it is undeniable that what Stan Lee created was amazing, and what Stan Lee did was amazing. The things that he was able to bring to market and the ideas that he brought to many of the people who are creating comic books today cannot be understated. Rippaverse at this point has had 3 campaigns, all of which have done very well. He has released 3 different books, which have done well. I don't want to take anything away from that, although I have critiques of the books and the actions of those books' creator. But regardless of that, these books have made a good deal of money, and they have managed to drum up a good deal of fan base within Eric July's circle. What I want to point out is that Eric July has sold to tens of thousands of individual people. Stan Lee's books, quite literally, reached millions of Americans, and millions of people beyond America. I don't think I need to say, as somebody who is a comic book fan, not even a creator, that comparing these two people is sort of insulting to the legacy of Stan Lee. And furthermore, I would hope that larger comic creators today would have that opinion if this article was written about them. Now, I haven't seen Eric's response to this headline or the article. In fact, I don't even know if I saw him retweet it, which I found interesting. Although I did see Rippaverse Goalposts quote tweeting it, talking about how it made people triggered. I find it hilarious that that account would be upset about people being triggered. They're irritated by the fact that anybody would compare Stan Lee to any modern creator. The goal of people should not to become the new Stan Lee. It should be to respect what came before you and build something new. But instead, even Jon here has decided to go with a headline that does the opposite of this. It has to go along the lines of the clickbait title, asking the question of, well, isn't Eric July the new Stan Lee because he sold tens of thousands of copies of a book and made some money? Jon here in this headline poses a question that means really nothing, and this was pointed out on Twitter as well. But what it means to me, and I'm assuming some other people, is that he is comparing Eric July to Stan Lee. And again, I think many people would be irritated with this comparison had it been made with any modern comic creator today. It's just not a comparison that needs to be made or should be made. Your goal should, in my opinion, be to pay homage to the people who came before you in the craft while also building something new. And if you do along the way grow to influence as many or more people than them, then naturally you will take the place as a great. That is how it works. Moniker legend is not gained, in my opinion, through headlines being written by people who are favorable of you. Rather, it's written over your entire history as a creator, and it's not something that comes when you're 3 books in. I just don't think this is a good comparison, and I really don't know if it was just Jon wanting to get clicks or whether he actually feels as though Eric July is in some way the new Stan Lee. It's certainly not something I think is a question that even warrants answering, nor is it something that I think needs to be asked. But again, here it is, and here we are. If you are enjoying the content on the channel recently, consider subscribing and click that notification bell. Let me know down below some stuff in the pop culture community you'd like me to cover, and I will do it, no problem. I have some time on my hands, and I'm always down to edit some videos, so if there's something you guys want me to make, I'm down to make it. Just let me know. Thank you guys for the support recently. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.